Mental imagery is like a backstage superpower hiding in plain sight. It turns goal setting into something you can feel, not just think about. And that shift changes everything. Because when your brain believes something is possible, it behaves differently. It pays attention to what matters. It filters out noise that doesn't line up with your vision. And it starts nudging your choices in small, subtle ways that bring you closer to the thing you're imagining. Visualization isn't a fantasy, it's mental training. The same way athletes practice technique. Visualizing their success helps train the mind, which eventually influences the body. So let's break it down. Mental imagery is different than random daydreaming. Daydreaming is drifting. Visualization is intention. It is rehearsing a moment so vividly that your brain reacts like it's already happening. When you imagine your goal clearly, with sensory detail, your brain treats that imagery as a form of real experience. It lights up similar neural pathways. It builds confidence. It strengthens belief, and belief fuels motivation like nothing else. You also shape focus through imagery. Every time you visualize clearly, you are selecting what matters. And that selection teaches your brain to lock onto relevant information. Think of visualization as mental calibration. Instead of drifting toward distractions, social feeds, random thoughts, emotional clutter, you're tuning your attention toward your desired destination. That's why visualization is used in sports, business, performing arts, meditation, and therapy. The more specific your imagery, the more powerful the priming effect becomes. Emotion is the amplifier. Emotion turns imagination from a concept into a felt experience. If your mental imagery is flat, no feeling, no energy, no context, the brain won't register it as important. So when you visualize, you don't just see it, you feel it. Feel the excitement, the satisfaction, the adrenaline rush of the moment you succeed. Your brain loves emotional association. It treats it like a priority tag. The more emotion attached, the more locked in the neural connection becomes. Clarity matters too. Vague goals lead to vague outcomes. Saying I want to get better at something means nothing to the brain. Mental imagery needs specifics: where you are, what you're doing, what your environment looks like, what your senses are picking up. The more precise your mental picture becomes, the easier it is for your mind to anchor to it, and that anchor becomes a guidance system. Consistency matters. Visualization isn't something you do once and forget. Short daily imagery sessions work better than long random ones. Just a few intentional minutes per day rewires patterns over time. And the cool part, you don't need silence, incense, or rituals. You can visualize in bed before sleeping, in the shower, during a commute. It's flexible, portable, and always available. And then there's fear. Fear is usually the barrier between intention and follow through. Visualization lets you mentally rehearse success in spite of fear, which rewires the emotional meaning attached to that fear, instead of associating challenge with threat. Visualization helps your brain associate challenge with capability. That shifts anxiety into confidence. And underneath all of it, visualization influences the subconscious. The subconscious is constantly scanning for patterns and opportunity. When your imagery directs it, you begin noticing paths and possibilities you used to overlook. You're priming yourself to act with alignment. The more vividly you picture your goals, the more naturally your thoughts and behavior start moving toward them, almost like you're already halfway there. That's the power of mental imagery, and it's a tool anyone can master.